Fright mode. This part 2 of the fight, fright, flight combination that I did maybe a week or so ago. And I just want to give a little bit more, I guess, more description of fright mode. And I think we all are in fright mode more than we are in fight mode. And it's easy to get in fright mode from a lot of conditioning that we've grown up with to make our mindset think that, if we don't do something a certain way, we go into panic. And, it deals with being panicky and frightened and scared and thinking you're losing something and taking too much of a risk or something. And fright mode is like always around. But we can control how we feel in that mode. We can really be so much empowered and supportive of ourselves and loving ourselves stronger in fright mode. And, like I said, fright mode could be, just you're frightened and you're in panic because someone didn't like something you did or said or something that you wear or something that you do. And you go in fright mode because you're thinking you're disappointing someone else when in fact you were actually appreciating yourself for what you did. And, that's where we really need to have our empowerment, to be proud of who we are, what we're becoming, what we're doing with ourselves. Whether you cut your hair, change your makeup, change your colors, or, straighten your walk, change your health, get healthier, smile more, doing more self-care and really appreciating yourself and accepting yourself and respecting yourself is much better than trying to wait around for someone on the outside, some outside source to give you that approval. Because that outside source doesn't even last that long. It lasts temporarily. Your own support and acceptance and validation is the strongest, long and lasting love and acceptance that you value and that you really should aim for constantly, every day. Loving yourself for waking up and trying something new and just being you and being a better you and really feeling within and going within and working with yourself and your love and your inner beings and co-creating with your universe, your source, God, really being a better you, and fight mode just really puts attention on you. And it's really not a pleasant tension. And we all know that. And we put that on ourselves a lot. You go out of your way to think about something and thinking that and you're projecting what someone's going to say or feel or do. And either they don't do it or they do it so minutely that you just really extravagate it made it so extravagant that it's like you just put all that pressure on yourself by yourself. Yet you want to blame someone else. And you go into fright mode because they didn't react like you expected them to react. And that's you. That's only you. And you can be a better you. Support yourself. Love yourself. Be kind. And work with your mind. But live from your heart. Because your mind is always going to try and bring up, it's like part of the ego, bringing up things that really don't matter and really aren't you and don't feel good at all. Work with it and really be the supportive, loving being that you are to yourself first. And that expands to everyone else. It really does. And looking in the mirror, smiling at yourself, seeing your beauty, feeling your beauty, having a good laugh, and just feeling good, And that fright mode really doesn't have a chance with you. And over time, and believe me, it's going to take some time because I am a witness of fright mode and it still creeps on. It creeps in ridiculous ways. And I actually give it a good laugh sometimes because it's like, oh my gosh, that's still trying to really work its way into triggering me and distracting me from, just being still and good and feeling good and knowing that things are working out, And fight mode, it's really helpful because it does make you stronger and it makes you really just feel your feelings and listening within, listening to your source and your inner beings. Don't be afraid of fright mode, but really pay attention to being aware of it and knowing what really triggers you and makes you frightened and panicky over nothing. It may seem like it's severe, but when you really just sit still and you look at it deep within and you really look at it like, am I reacting before everybody else is reacting? Am I projecting a negative outcome? You know, we do that a lot, and we're conditioned to do that, and that's just some unconditioning that we need to do, and really give it all the positive, reaction, story. Give it all the positivity you can give, because fright mode is just something that it's just a conditioning, and it can be unconditioned, and you have limitless capability to feel good and be good to yourself and smile and achieve greater things in your life. And the best achievement is self-love. Don't be afraid to love yourself, and don't feel guilty for it, because believe me, at the end of the day, it's still you and you. And it's so worthy. And you're so worthy of happiness, to feel good, to be delighted with yourself and who you're becoming, and waking up and being aware of you and the goodness that you deserve and you are in this reality. So, I mean, this is just a small part of fright mode, because I know there's so much more that I probably am going to think about later. And maybe I'll write it into the contents later when I post this. But I know this is something that needed to come out, and I really wanted to just give you a better insight and a deeper insight on fright mode. And believe me, it's a work in progress, but you're evolving, and you're doing good, and you look great, and I love you, and you love yourself, and love yourself more. And I'm cheering for you, and I'm supportive of you, and we're all going through our journeys individually but together. And I hope that you can kind of get a message from this. I'm giving you the best insight that's coming to me right now. And don't be afraid. Don't feel guilty. Fright mode is awesome, because it just empowers you. But be aware of it. That's all I'm saying. Be aware and change those non-feeling, triggering, disturbing, distracting thoughts and feelings into good. And don't panic. You don't need to. Just love yourself, smile. Okay? So until the next time.